What's going on, people? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Saeed TV. And listen, we have got another video, and we've got my Big Six brother, Big Six family, Turkish LDN. What are you saying, bro? Feel blessed?
Yeah, man, can't complain, my bro, man. It's been a long time since I've been on this
I
channel.
know, man. I know. Because we
But
do
we
Big
get caught
Six.
up. We get caught up in twice a week, every week. Then we're doing FIFA now, and yeah, it's
That's
mad.
it. We're seeing each other more than family, man. It's crazy.
By the time this comes out, brother, by the time this comes out, 92K you're gonna be on by the time this comes out.
I know, man. I know, bro. Bro, I can't lie. It's been mad, bro. The journey, it's been crazy, man. Like, I can't lie. It's mad humbling, man. But when everyone gets 100K, man, we're all gonna celebrate together, man. You know what I mean? So, yeah, man. Big up, man. Always, like I said to you, make sure you follow up Turkish LDN. Links in the title. Obviously, Big Six. You see us every week. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's been doing bits and that. I always say to man, Turkish got 6 man together, and the rest is history, man. You know what I was there, so.
Bit pause there, but yeah.
We paused on that one. We paused on that one, man. You know what I was there, but listen, big up to you. Quick chat about the game, and obviously we got the combined 11, all-time combined 11, by the way.
Well, you want to talk about the game?
Yeah, listen, let's talk about a little about the game. You know, I'm gonna do it in a way where I'm not gonna be shameless. We're gonna have some serious chat now. You know what I was there, serious chat. But Arsenal, you man have been doing your thing. You know, second in the league. Obviously you got Man City to deal with, man. But how are you feeling just in general about Arsenal now in a minute? Like, you know, obviously where you've been, the struggle, and now to hear, like, you know, title challenges 2 years in a row.
Yeah, bro, I'm happy, you know. I'm not gonna lie to you. And before anyone says, how can you be happy you ain't got over the line yet? I get that. But that'll be jubilation. That'll be more than happy. You know, I'm happy now because we're doing what every big club should do. We're doing what clubs with the heritage that we have, you have, Liverpool have, should be doing, which is challenging, at the very least, challenging, giving fans hope and belief. And that's where we're at with Arsenal. Like a few weeks ago, I said, if we don't win it this season, we'll win it next season. I strongly believe that, bro, because the football I'm seeing, if it wasn't for Pep and City over the last 2 years, then people would be looking at Arsenal like, wow. It's just because of Pep and City that people are, you know, especially opposition football world, banter and whatnot. But the levels we've hit over the last 2 seasons, albeit we dropped off last season at the end, our tally at the end, 85 points, respectable considering we wasn't even, you know, expected to challenge last season. I think take out Pep and Man City, we've done well enough to have won something over the last 2 years. But you can't take out Pep and City. So Arteta has to. Firstly, you know what it is, Saeed, bro? I didn't think anyone outside. I thought if anyone's going to come into the Premier League and interrupt this Klopp Guardiola thing, it was going to be Simeone, because I rate Simeone highly. I thought he would come into a Chelsea, potentially United, but probably suits Chelsea more. And this was maybe like 3-4 years ago.
Yeah.
And I thought he would be the one to disrupt. Aside from him, I looked at everyone else and thought, there's no one out there that I think is levels. And I'm not even saying Simeone's levels to Guardiola. He's not. But he could disrupt things like Klopp disrupted that one season for Guardiola. No one expected Arteta to do it. And I'm not saying he's disrupted yet because we haven't won it yet. But I think we've shown enough to know that we are going to win something soon enough. So
no.
It's come out of nowhere. I'm not gonna lie, bro. It's come out of nowhere because who expected someone to come in as assistant and do these? I remember when Carlos Queiroz went to Real after being Ferguson's assistant. It didn't work out for him, so it's not guaranteed that you learn from a great, you become a great. So when Arteta came in, no one envisioned this. I know people play on how long it's taken. I get that, but I always said, and I was always balanced these times. I still try to be. If a club in our position at the time, Mikel came in, at the time Wenger decided to leave and Emery came in, if the club decides to start moving in the right direction off the pitch, it will take at least 3 years to start challenging again. And that's what it took, 3 years. I know we're in our 4th full season now, but we're there. Don't get it twisted. We've got to win something sooner or later because contracts, players, you know, it could all fall apart. You know, Wenger had a couple young sides that nowhere near as good enough as what Arteta showing, but young sides that he believed in, we believed in, and it all fell apart because they was looking at other teams winning and wanted some of that. So we've got to start winning.
Mm.
Hopefully it's in 3 weeks or 2 weeks, whenever the season's done. But it's got to be next season if it's not this one.
You know what's mad, man? It's crazy, man. Like, it's a test being an Arsenal fan, because them 4 years it's been a struggle, man. You know, I'll be real with you, man. I thought, peak AFTV, at the start of the era in lockdown, Ty going at what's his man, the Brighton player at the time. Mope, yeah, man. It was crazy, man. And then obviously, as time went on, Edu, fair play to them. Listen, they trusted him, they backed him, they saw the vision, and they gave him time, and it has paid off a little bit. Even though they could have easily have sacked him. I'm not saying that. If they'd have sacked him at that point there, I don't think Arsenal fans would have complained. But obviously now your people are maybe grateful for it, because look at your challenging and whatnot. But I'm not gonna lie to you, man. You know what I mean? If I'm coming in and I'm not saying I'm not jealous of you guys, I'd be crazy. But I can see, you know what, you lot are playing some unbelievable football. You can see Arteta. I made a famous tweet, a lot of people don't know this, I made a tweet, Arsenal, Arteta, I can see his philosophy. He doesn't have the players yet. And I remember saying that at the time, and everyone was like, he's rubbish. I could see it. And even though I banter Arteta when I say he has a won anything yet, I could see what he was trying to do. This is why I hate when people try to compare it with Ten Hag. You can't see the football that Ten Hag's playing, similar to Arteta. Arteta, man, you were bopping City around the pitch in the FA Cup final. The goal that he scored, Aubameyang goal, where he curled it around. You can see that. You can see the vision. It wasn't, you had to get rid of the bad eggs and whatnot. But yeah, like, so credit to Arteta for that and whatnot. But like I said, now it's one of them. Like, you got Man City in front of you, you got United now in front of you. I mean, you must be looking at United thinking, you man are still there with it. You know what I mean? Like, when your OG leaves you and then he goes out to a good job and that. That's how Arsenal fans are looking at United now in a minute. You man have bankers, and then you go to the hood and you see, oh, what are you doing around here, man? You know what I mean? Then he asks you for 10 quid. You got some spare money. So yeah, go on then. 20 quid here for you, man. Go and get some food.
You've seen Snowfall, innit?
Yes, I'm saying. No, actually, I haven't. I watched 3 episodes. I need to get
the
back
last
on it.
scene when I forgot his name, but the last scene when my man come to see Franklin, and Franklin's like, I'm free, and he ain't got nothing left. That's basically how United are now.
Yeah,
I can't believe it, bro. I can't say that I didn't pray for times like this. Not literally, but Man United in my childhood, growing up, 20s, early 20s, mid, it was always United fans I was around more so than Tottenham, and it was always United we was challenging with if we were challenging for anything. I know Chelsea came into the equation, so when we fell off and Chelsea emerged, the United fans around me, because bear in mind this is 06, 07, well, 05, 06, 07, so there's social media, it wasn't YouTube, we didn't know each other, there wasn't content creating. United fans around me in London laughed. Chelsea taking over London, money. You can't compete. Look, they're winning titles, and now you're done, etc., etc., etc. So for me to see Manchester City come in and essentially do the same with United, like the speed of the fall off was mad. Because I also remember those times leading up to 2013, 14. Maybe for 7 years, 6 years, everyone was saying Tottenham's going to finish above you now. You're gonna drop out the top 4. United in the first season after Fergie finished below Tottenham and dropped out the top 4. So again, my United fans around me, I'm laughing, but there was always a limit to how much I could laugh, because you sunned us with that Van Persie thing. You sunned us. So, when we sold Van Persie to you, and when that happened, that was it for me in terms of I don't believe in these people in charge of this club. Van Persie to United is the nail in that coffin for me. And I just turned into a balanced fan, and I said, you know what? I ain't gonna back shit. I ain't gonna act blind to it. I ain't gonna be delusional about none of this no more. And that's where I entered the YouTube scene. But now, Man United, 11 years?
11 years, man. I can't lie, man.
I joined YouTube. Well, 2017 was my first interview. My channel.
Same, 2017 was my debut as well on YouTube. Yeah.
And 2017, we was already 13 years without a league title, bro.
Yeah. We're 11 now.
We was already further than you are now. So you met me having gone through everything that you've gone through, plus the nails in the coffin, which was the Van Persie thing. After that was it. I can't give you an equivalent, because you don't love a Man United player right now enough. If you lost him to City, you'd be like, that's it for this club, because you don't have that Van Persie right now. But looking at United, bro, I can't lie. I I thought I'd enjoy it more. I thought I didn't, but my focus is very much on City, bro. Like
Mm.
it's like
That hurt me. That one, I can't lie, man. It's my focus has shifted. My
it's
mentality
crazy,
is
bro.
like shifted. Aye. Nah,
It's
you know what's true though, because you look at the bigger picture, man. You're like, why am I trying to compete with these man when I
yeah,
should be competing with these man? You know what I mean, bro?
yeah.
That I think for me as well. I've noticed like the group chats now, it's not a back and forth anymore. If you had said BBM days, the BBM days is popping off. You know
Popping.
what I'm saying? Like Arsenal United, like yo. But now
Them
it's
groups
like,
are
yo, where
mad.
you man? You man doing all right over there? You you man tight race, yeah. And then after that, yeah, you man are shit. Yeah, it's like that's where it is now.
Yeah.
We like we know who we were, but at the same time, we don't have no common grounds now because you man are going to a different kind of path. You
Hmm.
know, it's mad, bro, man. It's crazy,
And
and
I can't even help you, bro. Like in terms of if you asked how did we turn it around or how do you turn it around? Modern day football, I'm just about getting my head around it, and that's me getting my
yeah,
head around not really
mm,
knowing what I thought I used to know. Because growing up, it was all about the quality of player. You knew how good he was. You want him, you bring him
mm,
in, bang,
mm,
quality.
mm,
Nowadays, the managers make the players, and if you haven't got a good enough manager, then he ain't
mm,
making a good enough player. And then you're
yeah,
left with 10, 11, 12, 15, 20 players that are not good enough for the next manager who comes in. And that means if he's not good enough too, he doubles that. Right now,
mm,
oh, who like you, Tuchel, he's been sacked a few times. Conte, he's been sacked from Tottenham.
exactly.
Um, Hansi Flick, I mean, he's probably the
Mm,
outstanding option, but not outstanding by portfolio, more because of the quality around. So I think you
mm,
need a new manager, bro. Like I agree with you on that.
yep.
But
That's why I'm looking more deserving because of the fact that he's. I'm not saying similar to Arteta, but I feel like you might not trust him at the start, but you know by the end of it, it's gonna be the right one. Whereas
mm,
with Tuchel, for me, I might know, you know what, I'm gonna get guaranteed something for like 6, 7 months or maybe to a year, but then the expiry date comes along, and then you have to throw it out and you have to get rid of him. And that's what I believe with Tuchel, and we don't
yeah,
need that. We want a long-term manager who and I mean long term in a way that I want good football, man. I'll be honest with you, I want to see good football. Like I want trophies. Don't get me wrong, trophies I want it, but I also want to be enjoying, bro. I'm going to Old Trafford, bro, and I
deep.
swear down, me and Leslie are just talking about cruise ships and where to go on holiday. She's telling me, yo, she's been to 3 cruises this year alone in the season. I said, yo, where's Leslie? She's gone on a cruise. I said she'd never been on a cruise when United are playing. She's like, nah, man, I'm, you know what I mean?
Done.
I'm like, rah, this is crazy. The
It's
season's
peak.
going on,
It's peak,
you
bro.
know?
It's
And it
peak,
must have
bro.
felt like that when start of Arteta, people were just not prioritizing it at the start. But then as you get along, people start to see the vision. They
Hmm.
change their mind about the manager. I think that's what it's going to be. It's going to be painful at the start with De Zerbi, but I know it's going to be, you know what I mean? You're going to see
Do
a
you know where?
gradual change.
Do you know where we caught life? Like Arteta actually loves us. I didn't know this before he was our
Yeah,
manager,
yeah, yeah.
but he actually loves us. Like,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
that is a big part of what he's done here. Obviously, he's been given the
Mm,
freedom, he's been given the reins. They backed every decision, whether it be Oba
mm,
cut, Ozil cut, or whether it be 100 million Declan
mm,
Rice. But I think him loving the club has a big part to play
mm,
in this whole process so far.
mm.
So it's how do you find the player that used to play for United or loves United that or Chelsea? How do they? It's so, bro. I don't know what, bro. Football. When I say football's done in general, yeah,
Mm.
I mean in comparison to 20 years ago, where you could have a whole list of managers, a whole list of strikers, a whole list.
Bro,
Now
hey,
you can't. Like when we signed Ben White, did I think he's gonna turn into what he is now? No.
no.
When I Gabriel, okay, we used to see them foreign imports. They come in and then they
Yeah,
do
yeah,
their
yeah,
thing
yeah,
and they're
yeah.
a surprise. Cool. Saliba, after his first 2 years on loan, 3 years, it didn't look. He's Arteta has had misses. Don't get it twisted.
Mm,
But when you look at all of the players in our side now, aside from Declan Rice, no one looked at a signing and said, fucking hell, they're serious. Odegaard, people was like, oh, Real Madrid, it didn't work out. He's good, but he's not sick. Jesus,
mm,
Zinchenko, oh, they're backups at City. Like I said, Gabriel, unknown. Saliba, young. Ben White, Brighton. Why did you get him? You should have got Basuma. Ramsdale,
mm,
then Raya. none of these names aside from Rice. Rice was the one where everyone was like shit, and that was more because of the fee, but the name as well. Aside from him, every other player we've bought, probably Partey's next on the list. 50 mil release clause from Atletico, and even that's a release clause for 50 mil. So Arteta in the transfer window, I can't lie, bro. He's pulled that. That's why
You
I
know
say
what?
managers make players now. Because even if you look at Sterling, who leaves, and then
I know Chelsea.
he's
Yeah, died.
managers'
Yeah,
systems make players. So it's hard to say I
yeah.
want that player because that player there might not be the same player here. Do you get what I'm
Facts.
saying?
Yeah. 100%, 100%. Just quickly on the game before we go to the combined 11. I mean, listen, I spoke to Lee Judges. He was like, "Yo, we need to really do something on them." You know, like obviously, yeah. I mean, it's probably your best time to embarrass United. You know, like
Yeah.
you know, we had the 8-2, man. Like I'm telling you now, yeah, this is probably the best time to
Yeah.
embarrass United, really. But Arteta just probably doesn't want that. He's probably thinking, yo, 1-0, I'm happy. You don't get me out there with a 1-0. Mast. Don't need no embarrassment just for the vanity of Arsenal fans and the, you know, that think, oh, they could go back on the group chat. Nah, man, 1-0, get me out of there. You know, but
Probably.
bro, if you score early though, I think it could be a battering. If you score the first 10 minutes, yeah, long day. Long
Yeah.
day. Long
Yeah.
day.
100%. I agree with that. First goal is very important here. I'm not saying if you score first, we can't win, but
Yeah.
if we score first, then I think it's a guaranteed W.
Yeah, easy, easy. I think we've just got nothing, man. I think we've just got no hope, no fight. You know, we're just lacking ideas, man. And I think we're just ready for the season to win. It's FA Cup or bust for us. That's
Yeah.
what it is basically. So we'll see, we'll see. But listen, combined 11 of all time. This is when we used to be good. Listen, I'm not ready for this Bruno Fernandes debate and Odegaard and all. Listen, let's save that for another time. Maybe when we're better. But let's do all time. And I'm
Say
gonna
no
be
more.
fair. Because I watched Arsenal growing up, so I'll know how good they are in it. So you're not gonna find some bias from me. Keeper. And by the way, the team will be at the bottom, people, so you'll see it there. Team keeper. We got Van der Sar, we got Peter Schmeichel, we've got Lehman, we've got Seaman, and yeah, I think that's probably about it, really.
For me, Schmeichel.
Yeah. Let's go. Yeah,
For me, Schmeichel,
Schmeichel.
man.
Yeah,
Don't get
easy.
twisted. Van der
Yeah,
Sar, quality. Seaman, legend.
Seaman
Lehman
was good,
came
man.
in, went
Yeah.
49 unbeaten. But I'd put Lehman, in terms of the names you mentioned, I wouldn't put him with Van der Sar or
Nah.
Schmeichel. Schmeichel was just something else, man.
Yeah. Nah,
Schmeichel.
100%, man. Juggernaut of a man, you
Mm.
know, just a beast, man. You know what I mean? Like, he was sensational. I caught the back end of his career from about, let's say, 2000 to kind of the end. But even then, he was still good, man, in
Bro.
that regards, man. But what a beast, man. What a beast.
Yeah,
You know?
different gravy, man. Different his character as well. Forget his
Yeah.
talent as a goalkeeper. He had
Yeah.
that character that a lot of legendary
Exactly.
goalkeepers have. Like, he was a boss. Like,
Yes. You see him before on these guys, man. He's in that ilk, man. Just, yeah, man. Leader, man. Leader. Goalkeeper done. At right back, we've got Lauren. We've got Gary Neville. That's probably the best two. Oh, to be fair, Lee Dixon as well should be in there as well.
yeah, Lee Dixon. Yeah, quality.
The thing is with me, a lot of people say Gary Neville's a boring right back, but listen, I've never seen a right back, or just in general players that are just good 7, 8 out of 10 a game, and they're just exemplary in what they do. Like they know what they're doing. They're box standard, but it's good, it's effective, and the longevity that they've done it across. He's rarely had bad seasons, you know. I think the first couple of years it was not that great, but then when he got into the team, 97, 98, 99, just the longevity for me. Listen, I respect Lee Dixon, both sides. Lauren, part of that team, but I'm choosing Gary Neville. I don't know what you're thinking.
I think Lee Dixon, I'm glad you mentioned him because a lot of people don't even think about him, but
Yeah.
he was quality. And Lauren, I think again, he's underrated in these right back debates. But I get it with Gary Neville, man. He wasn't my favorite player. He wasn't nothing amazing, but he was efficient. He was consistent. He was available. His heart was always in it, 100%. Obviously, he loved the club, and he was one of those players that you looked at as an opposition fan and thought, "This guy's see you next Tuesday." But if he played for you as a United fan, the passion he showed, the desire, he'd do his job, head down, get it done, like whatever was asked of him. So, you know what? I don't mind. To be honest, in this position, I wouldn't mind seeing a Lauren either. But I think Gary Neville's longevity and the amount of titles he won and the eras he went through, he
Him
makes
and
sense.
his Beckham's link up as well. I think that was key to our success. Okay, that's two positions done. For the centre backs, I'm going to be fair. We'll go one each. You know what I mean? I think it's, come on, we've got an array. We've got Vidic, Ferdinand, Sol Campbell, Tony Adams. You know what I mean? You know, there's so many. And for me, my United choice, Stam as well is in there. I'm going to go Rio Ferdinand for me. I know Stam is an exceptional, you know what I mean? The song, whatnot. But Rio, for me, the way he changed the way in terms of, like, people are playing like the way Rio Ferdinand plays, like a Rolls Royce, you know, calm on the ball, possession. It was quick, but it's just the way he defended so elegantly for me, man. And listen, man, he was a great centre back. He could be put in the all-time greats, never mind Premier League greats. So yeah, for me, Rio Ferdinand, I think he was a top centre half. And yeah, just, you know, just all round, you know, very good. There was not much in his game that I thought, you know what, he's bad in that area. Nah, he just was so. And you know, when in a situation where he's in danger, just little turn, bam, into midfield. So for me, Rio Ferdinand on my side.
He crossed over eras, man, Rio. So he had a bit of the oldie and a bit of the new.
Yeah.
I'm glad you've been fair on this, because you could have actually had an argument for two in there.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Adams. I know some people probably say why not Campbell. Adams for me is our greatest centre back. Big up Campbell, big up Colo, Bold, Keon, all of them. But for me, Tony Adams, bro, like in terms of old school football, I'm not saying he could hack it in today's game. He used to drink. He used to, you know,
Of course.
He used to put in everything I said about Gary Neville plus more for Adams in terms of 100%. Loved the club, led, captained the side to titles in 3 different decades: end of 80s, 90s, and the early 2000s. Statue outside the stadium. Reason I say I'm glad you was fair, because I'd still argue Adams and he would be in mine. But Stam, I'm glad you mentioned him as well, because again, a lot of people, Stam came in summer 98 after Arsenal had just won the title, Wenger's first full season. United won 3 back-to-back titles, including the treble that season. And then when he was let go after falling out with Ferguson, Arsenal
exactly.
won the title in 01-02.
Yeah, I know. It's mad. I know.
He was,
and Fergie still regrets it to this day, you know, and that was one of the biggest regrets we've had. So it's peak. Okay. Left back, I think it's easy for me. Listen, as much as I love Patrice Evra, as much as I rate him, I got Dennis Irwin in there as well. That I'd fight in my corner. But listen, I'm not gonna argue against man like Ashley Cole, man.
You know, I'm not gonna back him either. His name deserves to be there, but in terms of an Arsenal legend, I don't see him as a legend.
I was gonna say the whole Chelsea thing, man. Bro, when he went to Chelsea, I was so shocked, man. I was in school, man. I was like, what? Ashley Cole got to Chelsea? Like, bro, that's crazy, man. And then obviously, you know what I mean? You man sold him and he did 1 trophies over there. And, you know, they always say, like, where's he more regarded as a legend? I think he's more regarded as a legend at Chelsea rather than Arsenal. But for me, in terms of, for me, in terms of, I would love to put Ever in there. But I think for me, just in terms of who was bona fide world class and just in general, unbelievable left back beyond, you know what I mean? Like, you know, 100%, it has to be Ashley Cole.
All time, anyway. Premier League.
All time. Yeah, exactly. All time, bro. You know what I mean? And then for me, Ever was quality though, but just, not there for me. So that's the back 5 sorted out. We'll go 4-3-3.
Right, I just clocked actually. Ashley Cole was part of Invincibles and he was part of. And he was part
of. Did he come to 98? Was it? No, he wasn't there with the 98, innit?
Well, he wasn't part of Chelsea's 15-goal conceded team, was he? He wasn't.
No. He came in 2006.
Yeah, the year
2006. After, the year after. A couple of years after. Yeah.
Where are we going on to?
We'll go with midfield now. So 4-3-3. We're gonna play midfield for me. I'm definitely putting Scholes in there. I have to, man. Listen, the greatest ever player United have ever produced for me. You know, and I'll say it. I'll keep saying it. My favorite all-time player. When I was in school, I used to play like Paul Scholes. You know what I mean? I wanted to play like Paul Scholes. You know, spraying the ball. You know what I mean? Just like, you know what I mean? Man, what a player, man. My all-time favorite player. Could play for me in any generation of. If you want to play now, Paul Scholes will probably be the player that you want to, you know, build your team around. You know, he started off as a more of an 8, and then became a sitting midfielder as he got older. But listen, man, you heard Xavi, Pep, and all these guys loading, man. You know, Zidane, man. Them, man, it's a culture footballer. I like culture footballers. You know, guys that you can play in any league. And he's that sort of player. And England ruined him playing him on the left and that. Crazy.
Yeah.
So, for me, I'm definitely putting him in there. post goals.
Makes sense. Makes
You
sense.
know, well, who would we say alongside him in that
I'd say
sitting role?
Vieira. I think Vieira would compliment him, but we
Yeah,
know Keane
beast.
complimented him. But I think Scholes deserves to be in there, but it had to be at Keane and Vieira for the second
Yeah,
midfield slot.
yeah,
I'd say Vieira.
yeah,
I'd
yeah,
say,
yeah. What a player! What a player, man!
yeah.
What a player!
I love Keane. He's Irish, and the character, the type of player he was. I
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that 100%. Passion merchant, as people would like to call me.
yeah,
But
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I think technically, Vieira just had a bit more to his game, box to box. Even though Keane was underrated, Keane is often looked at as he was just a bully, but he was actually a very good footballer. He could pass
Mm,
well.
mm,
He could run into the box late. He could get a goal or two. Keane deserves a mention, but Vieira next to Scholes makes sense.
yeah, absolutely, absolutely. That's the two City. Listen, you're not gonna get better than two City midfielders
Yeah,
there, man. In
Vieira.
the 10 role, poof, this is a tough one. To be fair, we didn't
I'm
really
gonna
have
say
no number
Bergkamp
10s.
straight in.
Yeah, I
I'm
was gonna
saying
say, man.
Bergkamp.
I don't know why I'm even thinking of that, man.
Yeah.
Bergkamp, bro. What? Listen,
You just missed Cantona era, innit?
yeah. I miss Kanta. I didn't really see him
Yeah.
in his kind of
Yeah.
prime.
That
You know
would
what I
have
mean?
been a
So
shout. I think
yeah,
Cantona Bergkamp would have been a good argument, but
yeah.
Bergkamp.
Bergkamp, bro. I think was it today, this year, today, or was it his birthday today? I don't know. When did he join this time?
Birthday.
Was it birthday? His birthday, isn't it,
Yeah,
today?
yeah,
Yeah, I see something on the website. Yeah, man, birthday
yeah.
today. Jeez, man, what a player, man.
Nice man.
What a player.
Quality.
Like,
They're different. I mean, in my opinion, you've only had a handful of a Bergkamp type of player in the Prem, like just that
mm,
type of different type of culture, different type of gracefulness on the pitch. It's just, bro,
yeah,
like I look at him. I think Cantona, I think Zola had a bit of it. I think Berbatov had a bit of it, but for me, Bergkamp was just the in that department top. This era
mm,
won't appreciate people like Bergkamp or Cantona or Zola
mm,
because they just look at numbers and say, "What? They don't."
mm,
It's for them, man. It wasn't about numbers. You watch them
mm.
and you just smile and you enjoy. That was it.
Facts, 100%. Now, what a player, man! Just so elegant, man. And
Mhm.
I remember that goal forever, man. I remember, you know what I mean. I was in primary school, I think, man. And then man, Matt Burke, I'm just twisting up the Newcastle defense, man. Crazy, man.
Mad, bro.
Um, listen, on the right, I'm tricky because I think you got Ronaldo, Beckham.
Yeah.
Um, who else have we got on your side?
Yeah, you've already mentioned names that it'll be difficult to bring in a Youngberg or um.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm trying to think.
Listen, I love Beckham, but I'm gonna pick Ronaldo, man, because you know what it is with me in terms of what I've seen, like raw talent come in and just like excite me. Like, Ronaldo excited me. Not that Beckham didn't. Don't get me
Yeah.
wrong, but Ronaldo, man, just bro, what a player, man. Between 2006 and 2009, you know what I mean? Like it's as good as Beckham's longevity. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? I don't want to diss Beckham because I think he was so underrated by a lot of the fan base right now. But
It was.
Ronaldo, that period, 41 goals,
Bro,
Ballon d'Or.
Ballon d'Or, man. Come on, man.
Yeah,
Like,
come on, man. Yeah, man. Different
bro,
gravy, man. Ronaldo for me has to be on the right hand side. You know,
you're playing right, yeah. He played right for you, and
yeah, he played right. He played right because we had Nani
yeah.
on the left and that, and whoever, even Ray Rooney would play on that side sometimes. But most time he was on the right hand side. But then again, he
Oh,
would play both. They interchange, man. He's that good of a player. He can interchange. So
what
you
I'll
know,
probably
I
do.
put him on the right for this one. You know,
That's
mm,
interesting. I put yeah. I mean, it makes sense. I don't know why I
yeah,
didn't think it, but I thought you might have put left. But you know what? I'm thinking of the players that are missing two positions left, and considering Bergkamp's got in at the 10, I think there's two players I've got in mind, and I've just got to think which one suits left wing more, and it's Henri.
yes,
So I'm gonna. I don't know what because all right. Let me tell you
okay,
what I'm thinking. I might be missing a player. I was gonna put Henri up front, but now we've picked what we've picked, and Ronaldo's on the right. I wouldn't mind going Henri left and Rooney up top.
yeah. You know what? I was gonna say, you know, I don't want to get Rooney out of this team. As much as I love Giggs, yeah, I was gonna
Baby, innit?
shout for Giggs this corner, yeah. But I think I would love Wayne Rooney more, man.
Yeah.
Wayne Rooney was my second all-time favorite player, man.
He has to
So
be
you
in
know
it.
what? That makes sense. I'm with you on that one. Yeah, Rooney
He
in the
has to be
middle.
in it.
and then you know what I mean, Henry on the left. Because like I said, Henry could play in that in his prime, in his pomp.
Can I offer a swap quickly? No, I mean the 11 stays the same. With the 11 we picked.
Okay.
I
Henry in
can't
the
lie,
middle.
yeah. So I think maybe if we're talking modern day football, don't you think Bergkamp false 9 and Rooney in the 10 would probably be better?
Oh, okay.
Because Bergkamp, he could do that, the Firmino stuff, link up
Yeah.
Ronaldo and Henry off the wings, and Rooney's got the energy, the heart, the
The
pace in
energy.
midfield.
No, I'm with you. I'm with you on that. You know, I don't mind doing that. If you want to do that, let's
They
do
can
that.
interchange, bro. They can interchange.
Yeah.
Mix it
No,
up.
I like that. I like that, man. No, that's good. That's good. So, Peter Schmeichel in goal. We got right back Gary Neville, Rio Ferdinand, and Tony Adams.
Yep.
We got Ashley Cole at left back. In the middle, we have Paul Scholes and Vieira.
Yep.
In that 10, you said, like I said, you have Bergkamp, Wayne Rooney up front, Ronaldo and Henry on the wings.
Nice.
Listen, man, let me know in the comments what you would have done. Let me know your combined 11 in the comments, man. And like I said, Turkish, we'll see each other on Sunday, hopefully. And
yeah. I'm there.
It's gonna be a big one, man. It's gonna be a big one, man. You know what I'm saying?
There,
I just don't want to get embarrassed. That's for me. If we don't get embarrassed, I think that's a win. And it sounds mad, but I genuinely think for me it could be a humiliation. I really do.
I'm in a United box. Am I safe?
Yeah, you'd be safe, man. You'd be safe. Yeah. You'd be safe. Them guys in the United box, you know, they don't really care, man.
What if we smoke you, though? Am I still safe?
No, you're still safe, man. You're still safe. We've been beat by Crystal Palace, man. If them man are asked about, Arsenal, man, it's crazy. It's crazy. But listen, Turkish, let them know where you can find you, man. I know people should know you already, man. But big up, man.
Turkish, LDN, the big 6. Yeah, that's the main 2 people. But yeah, make sure Saeed gets the 100K. Summertime coming as well real soon. My channel 100K, Matisse as well, close to 100K.
Yeah.
Big 6, 100K soon as well.
Yeah, definitely, inshallah, man. Definitely, people. Listen, leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel. I will see you soon, guys. Take care. Bye-bye. Peace.